Hey everyone, coming to you live from my basement right now. The kids are home, school got canceled today, so I'm trying to find a quiet place. This is my going to be office / craft room. It's a little bit cold down here, it's not heated. I normally have a space heater, but my husband has it at work today. Anyways, I have a seed haul for you. If you watched one of my last couple of videos, I did a tour of the homestead. We just moved this past summer to East Tennessee, and we have 4.5 acres now, and so I have room to plant things for the first time. And I planted things before, but like as far as being able to take advantage of seeds and plant lots of varieties of things and experiment, I haven't been able to do that. I'm very excited, and it took me a long time to decide what seeds to order because well, my dream list was just way more expensive than I could do, and I kept having to go narrow it down. So, I didn't count my seed packets. This is one handful. I've got a box here. These are all new to me this year. This is not. I do have also trees ordered and berry vines and blueberry bushes, stuff like that aren't here yet because they don't get shipped until they're ready to plant. And since they won't all come at once, I will probably do more of a tour of where I put those once they've arrived and they're in the ground. We'll see how that works out. But these are all plants, like vegetable garden plants. And I ordered from 3 companies this year. I ordered from Pine Tree, Territorial, and Baker Creek. I might still place another small order with MI Gardener, not sure. I have to say, I like different things about the companies. Pine Tree has probably the cheapest seeds, but not as much selection, and their packets are probably the most bland. Let's see if I can find one here. Yeah. They don't have that much information, and they're really plain. Territorial, it's a little, I'm looking for one right here, a little better, but so I tend to like the real pictures from Baker Creek. I know a lot of people don't care. I kind of like to know what I'm planting, like remember from the look. So I like real pictures more than the drawings, even though some seed companies have beautiful hand-drawn art and watercolor and stuff. I will say that Territorial has the best information on the back that I found from these 3 companies. Best planting instructions, disease prevention tips, all types of stuff like that I really enjoy having. My beef with Territorial this year was that I got a catalog from them, and I made my list, and I compared amongst the 3 because I was trying to, pinch my pennies. And when I went to order, almost every single thing from my list was a different price online than in the catalog, and it was like 30 to 40 cents, sometimes 60 cents more expensive than it was in the catalog. And so I don't know, I ended up switching some things over and not ordering as much from there as I had originally planned. Baker Creek, free shipping. They are more expensive, but there's a lot more variety. This was the first year that I bought the big seed book, not the free one, but bought the big one, which if you pre-order, it's half the price that it is on the newsstand, so that was awesome. But I was like frothing at the bit waiting to get my seeds from them. Okay, so I'm gonna get right into what I got. And I don't have these organized by company or by vegetable or anything, so just bear with me here. So I got this amaranth from Baker Creek, and it's not because I want to plant amaranth. You can eat this one, it said, for the greens, and they're beautiful, and so I thought I might do that. They call it Chinese spinach, actually. So, gorgeous. I got a couple free things from Baker Creek, too. This is cinnamon basil, that was free, and there's bee balm, also free. There's another free one in here somewhere, I'll tell you when I get to it, but the funny thing about this was it was on my list, and it was one of the ones that I narrowed out. So I got it anyways, it was exciting. This one from also Baker Creek is Chinese cabbage. We like this a lot. I've never grown it, but I like it. This lettuce is Little Gem, so it's like a romaine style, but it's a small head, and I thought this would be great for lettuce wrap, lettuce tacos, stuff like that. A leaf lettuce called, I'm going to call it Yeticule. A couple different kales. I got this Nero di Toscana. It says cabbage. I think kale is in the cabbage family, or they're brassicas. So this one is kind of like your standard kale. Makes great kale chips. And then I decided to try the scarlet kale. If nothing else, it's beautiful and will look great in the landscape. Still at Baker Creek, I got this Rocky Top lettuce blend, and normally this is like a cut and come again lettuce, and I was gonna pick one, and normally I probably wouldn't get the dark ones. They tend to be bitter, but I live near Rocky Top, and my kids are they learned this on their friends at school, like, you don't know what Rocky Top is, the song, and so I just thought I just had to. Beautiful purple lady bok choy. I have never grown bok choy before, but I plan to. This is called Chinese red meat cabbage. It's the same thing as a watermelon, sorry, not cabbage, radish. Same thing as a watermelon radish. I have not actually tried these. I occasionally grow a few radishes that I like to pickle, and I pickle them with I slice them thin and pickle it with sliced thin carrots and colored bell peppers, and it's great on tacos, hot dogs, stuff like that. So I thought this would be great for that too. This one just intrigued me. It's a Chinese radish, and it's called shallow fruit. And apparently it's sweeter than a regular radish, and so people actually eat it as a fruit in the cool weather there when other fruits aren't available. So I was like, oh, interesting. One of the tomatoes, I got too many tomatoes. This is just the classic beefsteak, which is my go-to. I grow every year, so I had to get some of those seeds. Chinese pink celery. My son's favorite vegetable is celery, so I got him a regular one that's in here somewhere, but I also got Chinese pink, just because it looked cool. Maybe it'll entice my girls to eat celery. I don't know if there's a flavor difference. I'll let you know if I remember. Anaheim peppers. I have poblano in here too. I wanted to make my own green peppers, and I couldn't remember which type they're made out of. You know, like the roasted green peppers, like Ortega chilies. So I'm going to figure that out, and whichever one it's not, I'll put in salsa or something. A couple other peppers. These are all sweet peppers. The violet sparkle, just because it looks beautiful, and it's supposed to be sweet. Excuse me. This Lesia pepper, they advertised it on their website as being like one of the best tasting. It said this says it's overpacked due to low germination rate by 40%. So there's extras in here, and I'll just plant extra. I thought that's a good way to, if you have a low germination rate one year, that's a good way to not have to like waste your seed. You know, just do that. Overpack your things. Some flowers. I've got Flemish antique poppy. Isn't that beautiful? Some Kilimanjaro white marigolds for some pest repellent there. Beautiful, amazing gray poppies. Look at those, you guys. I mean, seriously. Hollyhocks. I have a couple. I might have three, but here's two. I have one out exterior wall that's like plain white forever, and I want to plant these tall ahead of them in front of them that look beautiful. This is the Jet Black or Niagara, and this is a Majorette Double Champagne. And I always love the dark, and I think these would look good together. Let's see, cucumbers, Chicago pickling to make pickles. I'm super excited to have enough room to plant plenty of fresh eating cucumbers and enough to actually pickle hopefully a whole year's worth. I've never had the room for that before. For fresh eating, I got a couple others. I've got some Beet Alpha. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Beet Alpha cucumbers that are kind of smaller but supposed to be really good. Some other people on YouTube have said those are good too. This, I'm not sure how to pronounce this one. Jimbai Shimashirazu. Jimbai Shimashirazu. It says delectable variety from Japan, the sweetest cucumber we have tasted. And that's what drew me in. Baker Creek's written descriptions are very good, and they made me buy a few things. I got two sprouting broccolis. I have the purple and the green. These are ones my family, they haven't had this much. I like different scents. This is my family's favorite type to eat, and what I buy in a store, and it's expensive, and then a regular broccoli too. It's called Waltham 29. Another thing that got overpacked due to low germination is the tomatillo. I don't know that it's hot enough here. I'm in a 7A. I used to be in a 9B, so we'll see. We'll try. It does get hot. I'm just not sure it's hot long enough. Some golden beets. I love golden and red beets pickled in my salads. I became addicted to a salad Trader Joe's had once with these in it, and then they stopped making the salad, and so now I have to source. You can't really find golden beets in the store that easily, especially pickled. This cabbage looks fabulous. Look at the purple veining there. Isn't that just gorgeous? Violacio de Verona, also overpacked. This is full. There's a ton of seeds in there. Oh, this is another free one. This was a dill bouquet, which is dill was another thing. I wasn't going to get that dill, but I was going to get dill, and I narrowed it out so it's like I can get a single plant. From Territorial, Blue Lake Pole Bean. From Pine Tree, this is the Globe Amaranth Gomphrena, which has like tall skinny stems with tiny purple ball flowers on top. They're pretty. Back to Baker Creek, we have some Kyoto red carrots. We eat a lot of carrots. We're still eating the ones I planted in the fall. I had them over winter, just mulched them, and we're still pulling them out, but we're almost out. Cosmic Purple carrots, Black Nebula carrots, New Kuroda carrots, Texas Early Grano onions, Dragon Tongue beans. These are like, you use them like a green bean, I think. Bush Habit, direct seed. Stunning yellow, purple, striped snaps, tasty shell beans. Old Homestead beans, which are also, they're Kentucky Wonder. Sometimes they just have a different name. Another from Baker Creek, Sunrise Bumblebee. This is like a cherry tomato. Oh, here's my other hollyhock. You can't see a picture because it's Pine Tree. It's Creme de Cassis, which is like a, it's like a whitish, pinkish, light pink. More from Pine Tree here. I've got giant white zinnias. Shiso red, which is an herb that I've always wanted to try, and it was too hot in my last home to grow it. Violetta Italian cauliflower, which is the purple cauliflower. Gioia beet. It's the regular red one. Yellow pear tomato. This is one of my go-tos every year. I always plant a sweet 100 and yellow pear. Excuse me. Tickle in my throat. Banana peppers, sweet banana peppers. A tender sweet carrot. These are supposed to be some of the sweetest there are, but they are a little more finicky to grow. So I thought I've got my other ones that I'm pretty sure will grow, and this we'll try. Country Gentleman corn. I've not had room before to grow corn. My family loves corn, so I'm excited to have room because you have to plant a lot together. Tango celery. That's the regular green one. Let's see. Shelling pea, tall telephone, shelling pea. Sugar magnolia, sugar snap pea. These have a purple pod. They're supposed to taste the same. They were, a guy that crossbreeds plants made this for his wife who wanted to be able to find the peas on the vine easier. Super Sweet Jubilee F1 hybrid corn. This is from Territorial. Also from Territorial, Super Sugar Snap Pea. Merida F1 carrots. I'm telling you, we eat a lot of carrots. Organic. These are parade onions. They're bunching scallion type onions. Green onions, pretty much. Still on Territorial here, we have your standard spinach. This one's called Lakeside. It's an F1 hybrid. A mini munch cucumber. These are supposed to be tiny, fresh eating cucumbers. Bella F1. These are more like, these are a little bit longer and thinner. Kind of like a small English cucumber. Superior One lettuce. This is a crisp head lettuce. A Butter Crunch, because I love Butter Crunch lettuce. We're almost at the end here, people. A Katarina cabbage. This is your regular head cabbage. And a Candied Charm cauliflower, just your regular standard white cauliflower. These peppers here are Sweeties. They are the little snack ones you see in the store. I bought orange, red, and yellow for the variety. an Artemis tomato. These tomatoes I'm about to list are all new to me. They're experimental. An Artemis F1, Momotaro F1, Candyland. This is a currant tomato, which I think means smaller than a grape tomato, like they're supposed to be super tiny. Orange Peruche cherry tomato, and a blush cherry tomato. And I think that's all the seeds. I got a soil thermometer because I need one of those, and a seed dialer that will hopefully help me plant the small seeds better than I did in the fall, because I had issues, especially with the carrots, the beets. Everything I planted was tiny seeds, and the wind blew while I was sprinkling them, and they went. Hopefully that'll help. So that's my seed haul for now. If you have tried any of those varieties, let me know how they came out for you. I would love to know, and I will probably update with a video sometime around when I'm planting or when the trees come and go in the ground, or the vines. I've ordered blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, apple trees, peach trees, strawberries. Is that all? Cherry trees. That's all for now. I think so. Anyways, thanks for joining me. Like, subscribe, give a thumbs up, and let me know if you love any of these varieties or if you have any experience with them. I'd love to know what to expect. I'll see you next time, guys.